Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford of artlearning.com. Pretty much every day I go to CSSBattle.dev, do the daily target, and record myself doing that daily target. That's what I'm going to do right now. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do. All right. Oh, this is great. Look at that. So what do we have, and how do we accomplish it? I think this is a really interesting figure. I think I'm going to use the blank template and two paragraph tags. And I need to do the closing. Okay, so what are the pieces and parts? I think the overall background is a conic gradient. And when I say overall background, I mean I would call this yellow and brown. It's not exactly what the colors are, but that's close enough. Conic gradient. I think it's, what is it at? So we're going from what, 120 to 280. So what, at 160 pixels, 160 pixels. And we take that brown color, paste it in 75%, and then we paste in the yellow, and then we get that square. We then move that with the background position, X and Y. And we can't see anything. Why? Because we got that background. So yeah, let's move it over more. 120, yeah. And then 60, 70. All right. So that's the base. Next, I think the way I want to do the first element is a linear gradient. Okay, so background is a linear gradient. And I'm actually going to start with the dark color, I actually need to start with 90 degrees because we're going left to right. And we'll say 50 pixels and then 0. Okay. Oh, and interestingly, they're too tall, super, super tall. Easily and also we need to move it minus 20 pixels. So because here's the shortcoming of what I've got. Let's just put it in as red, or better yet, black. So let's put these things in place before we go about. So bad order: 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 130. There we go. And then on the margins on the side to constrain that width, 92. And then how about a border radius? That looks pretty clean. All right, so let's undo that black color and 3. So now I'm going to add a no repeat and then set a width. I need a width. Okay, so that's what we have now. And now I'm going to add what? Black on the background. So that's the part that's not covered. So once I add the 20 pixels, there we go. And so now I see that the width of the repeating part of that gradient is 110 pixels. Boom, done. And I'm going to set the repeat, and there it is. It works. We like it. Okay, now we need a second one. That second one is going to get rotated. So we do a rotate 180 degrees. Now we don't see it yet because we need a negative margin on the first element. There it is. Oh, we need to rotate it 90 degrees. What are the angles, Joe? What are the numbers? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's it. Let's submit. Is that it? I think that's it. Fun solution. Oh, 99.9%. So we got something slightly wrong. What is slightly wrong? Again, an interesting curve. I bet it's just 1 inch again. Let's do 10 pixels, 10, 20 pixels and resubmit. I don't see a difference problem. Let's find out. No, we're not there yet. Oh, we got a problem. So I can't see what the problem is. That's no fun. So there it is. Just those guys. Could I have... This is troubling. I'm just going to resubmit and see what's going on there. Because I can't see what the problem is with this. 99.9% match. That is not what our goal is. Unfortunately, I'm not at my desk, or I would be more confident about firing up Chrome. All right, let's try another approach, because clearly this is not working. Let's try the nested template and set this color here. 342. And then on the side, 90. And I'm going to put this color there. So, okay. Now that we've got that, let's build up this figure one thing at a time. So the round parts are the interesting parts. Let's put the radial gradient into its own variable var. Dash SG will be a radial gradient, 1Q, 10 pixel radius, and then transparent. I put that var dash dash G on there. Okay, so that means it needs to be 20. I'm going to put it at 0. 50%. Let's give it a width. We give it a proper width. 120 pixels. 30. Minus 20 pixels. 30, 40, 45. Okay, we need to even be wider. 160. 5, 60. All right. That's the width and height, comma, same thing again. And I believe we want it to be 0 and that, and then it's 100% wide and 100 pixels tall. All right, that works. Next, I'm gonna try that conic gradient again, I think. We'll put that on top of all of that. So conic gradient at 160 pixels, 160 pixels. Transparent, 75%, and then yellow. And we need a comma there. All right, and 0. And we're going to move that over 10 pixels, 20 pixels, and then down 20 pixels. All right, we got that. And then on top of that, we're just going to do no repeat and give it a width of, so we got that with that ready, so 40 pixels wide. And the position 50%. And we'll say we want transparent, brown, transparent, brown, transparent. And we need a comma. There it is. So color stops are 20 pixels, 0, 50 pixels, 0, 100 pixels, 0, 160 pixels, 0. Okay, so we got the numbers are wrong. Let's fix them. 50 becomes 60, 70. 100 becomes 120, 30. 160 becomes 170, 180. Okay, and then we got a very similar, very, very, very similar linear gradient. The reason I'm doing this is because we were stuck at 99.9%, and that's no good. No good. So now we do 90%, 90 or 90-degree angle. And then our positions are 0, 50%. Our width is 100%. And yeah, so let's submit that. If this is 99.9%, I'll be very disappointed. And I think it means, there we go. So we got 100% match. I don't know why. Again, like yesterday's, I think there's a problem with the puzzle. I'm just saying that out loud. I could be wrong about that. Obviously, there's so much repetition in this. Well, let's go ahead. Well, let's variabilize it. I don't really have the time to do it, but it's got to be done right. Okay, so here we go. Var m, and those are my var m and var m. There it is. It's minify and unit replace. That is Gwen in the background. Submit, and then we're done for today's puzzle, I think. All right, so 612 is the score. The barest 100% match is a 600 score. Top scores are in the 700s. They might be 800, but I sometimes will get into 700 territory. The best players are always in the 700 territory. I'm in the 600s, and I'm content with that. I'm just glad to get to 100% match today because this puzzle has something a little strange about it. It's not visible enough to me in my eyes with the prior one. Did I unit replace? Yeah, I did. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Tricky one, a tricky one. Curious to know what was wrong with that prior one. I'm going to be looking at that in Chrome when I have time. It's a very busy week. So there you go. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Go make a webpage. I'll see you around. Bye.